welcome to your first day cycle in Alpha Complex. This introduction should give you everything you need to know about the world of Alpha Complex and our wondrous overlord, Friend Computer, who controls everything in Alpha Complex and keeps everyone happy. Are you happy today, citizen? Good, because happiness is mandatory. Alpha Complex is the last refuge of humanity after the desolation of the outdoors. And Alpha Complex is a utopia. Why is it a utopia? Because Friend Computer says so. Since anyone can remember, Friend Computer has run Alpha Complex. Trying to find out about the time before the computer is treason and is grounds for summary execution. Today, Friend Computer has tasked 5 red clearance troubleshooters with a very special mission. And what do the troubleshooters do? Why, they find trouble and they shoot it.
The morning breaks and another day in Alpha Complex. Of course, morning being an entirely relative term because there is no outside light and the light is lit entirely by strip lighting throughout Alpha Complex. It's very difficult to tell what time of day it is. However, you are assured it's morning and therefore morning it must be. And so on this auspicious morning, I should guess, the 5 of you awaken in your pods. Pods open with a... and you will step out into a nice, clean, clinically white room, as is the case throughout most of Alpha Complex. The 5 of you would know each other, having been troubleshooters that might have been assigned to missions beforehand. You are all red clearance level, so you're all the same clearance level. For those who have forgotten, obviously that would be treason, but just in case, there are a number of clearance levels in Alpha Complex. They range red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then violet, and finally ultraviolet. There is also infrared, which you would have been at some point, but those are the really menial jobs. We don't like those, and we are red clearance level troubleshooters. You will have with you a personal communications device, which is something that Friend Computer can use to communicate with you, and something that you can use to communicate with Friend Computer anytime you wish, and also something that you could use to communicate with each other, should you so wish to kind of communicate with each other in a more private way, if that is something that would be needed for the mission and only for the mission. Speaking of the mission, you're awakened after awakening. You are awakened in your pods by your personal communications devices going off, and they tell you that just down the hallway there is a briefing room 1642, where you are required to attend and await your briefing for today's mission.
Okay. I assume when we all get up, we've just got a clothes rack of nothing but like red jumpsuits.
Yeah.
You would have your single standard issue clothes red jumpsuit that you would sleep, eat, and work in. And should you need another one, that would mean that you have destroyed Friend Computer property, which would be punishable by death.
Do we not have a spare for laundry day?
There's no laundry day. Laundry is
Laundry day is
Laundry day would mean that your clothes have got dirty, which would mean that you are in violation of the hygiene code, which would be punishable, of course, by death.
Oh my God, no one survives more than a week.
The trick is to do laundry day with the tracksuit still on. Just
spot clean. Right, Lilith is a very good troubleshooter, and as makes her way to the briefing room, smiling ear to ear and greeting her fellow troublemakers. Wonderful day in Alpha Complex. I can't wait for the mission.
Card Argan smiles and strokes his voluptuous chin as he good morning to you as well on this fine day in Alpha Complex.
Yeah, Bill Albert is just gonna walk happily, strolling down the corridor, just like top of the morning to you.
Ched is gonna just have a big smile on his face, his eyes really wide. Like he's not really sure on how to do this, but he's trying his best and doesn't say anything. He's just
Rise R Bov has the most beautiful customer service, neutral smile plastered on their face as they get changed into their very bright and very smartly pressed red jumpsuit. Not a wrinkle or crinkle in sight on these clothes, and smartly marches to the briefing room.
Excellent. So the 5 red troubleshooters march in a nice, neat line down the corridor, where you are greeted by a pair of automatic doors that open with a sort of very neat, very satisfying hiss as the doors pull open. And you see a small curved desk with 4 neat chairs laid in front of it. And behind the desk is a scrub bot. This is a, think of sort of a Roomba type thing, but like a very large Roomba. And it is sort of wheeling its way around, and you hear a man's voice come from the bot, and it says, "Troubleshooters, yes, come in, sit down, sit down."
Lilith dives for a chair.
Yeah, I go sit down immediately.
Excellent, 1, 2.
I'll
The
grab
voice
the
in a
third.
chair.
No,
I'll grab
I've
the
already
third.
grabbed it, Dan. Sorry.
I'll grab the fourth.
Rise observes the chairs that have already been taken and picks the spot next to the person who looks the most clean and tidiest.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Who is the clean and tidiest?
Definitely not Chad.
Shall we?
Not Chad.
We have a hygiene stat. Shall we all roll hygiene?
Do we?
That's a
Oh
very
yeah.
good idea.
Where,
Oh,
where's
no.
hygiene stats?
Under
Okay,
management.
let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Right, let's have a look.
Okay.
Management
So
hygiene.
D20.
D20. I think that's the one.
Oh, look at that.
Natty 1.
Oh man.
I am not.
Oh.
I am
was
not very
one
hygienic.
out. I've just failed.
I am not very hygienic. No.
Well, something must have happened today. There must have been. You haven't had time to get dirty, maybe, because with a nat 1 is the best that you can roll in Paranoia. So you are squeaky clean today, looking very well pressed, very neat and tidy.
It's the day after laundry day, you see.
In that case,
I have
Rise
been busy
above.
doing my job as a troubleshooter.
Rise Above takes a seat next to Build.
There's only 4 chairs.
Sorry?
And we've already dived in for them, Meg. There's only
There
4
are no
chairs. And we've all taken them.
There were 4 chairs and 5 of us, so that's why we were all diving for the chairs.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
In the time it's taking
Sorry,
you
I
to
didn't hear
consider,
that
we've
bit.
all sat down.
Yes, yeah. I mean, to be fair, that does sound like my character. Okay. Rise observes that there are only 4 chairs. Is the other person in the room? You said there was a man who had sort of greeted us.
Yes, so the other person is actually not a person at all. It's a scrub bot. So it's a little robot on 2 sort of wheeled tracks, but there is like an old man's voice coming from the robot. And he says, yes, troubleshooters, come in, sit down. I will brief you momentarily. Please, sit down, all of you, sit down.
Do I know whether he can see us through the scrub bot?
It would seem that he can. The scrub bot is kind of wheeling its way about, cleaning the floor, and as it's going, it keeps sort of turning to you as it speaks to you. So it would seem so.
Okay. I will stand. I will stand smartly behind everyone sat down.
Okay, excellent. The scrub bot looks around at the 5 of you, kind of whistles around and says, Please, the protocol says you must sit for your briefing. You there in the back. Yes, you. What is your name?
Rise, sir.
That is very... I do not appreciate that tone. No, I did not say rise. I said sit. Please sit down.
Oh, right. Of course, sir. And I go and sit on Bill's lap. as they are the cleanest.
All right.
No, I'm not. I'm the dirtiest.
No. You're the cleanest, Alec, because you rolled the
Am I?
low. Low is good.
No,
I
I
was good in
I
Paranoia.
rolled the one.
Oh, you
It's
rolled the one.
Alec,
No,
Oh.
Oh, was it Dan?
All right.
I
I
Okay,
see.
well, you sit on the
Sorry,
you
I
sit on the
think- sorry.
dirtiest troubleshooter.
It was,
I
I got the
meant
wrong
to-
end of the stick there too. Yeah.
Oh, I think I got the wrong
kind
end
of
of the
shuffling
stick.
about, trying to decide who
Sorry.
to sit on.
You know what?
It was card. Card
you,
is apparently
yeah,
the
you
one.
said, "Oh, one of you are gonna make the D&D mistake," and I did. So okay, so I go and sit on
It's all right,
cards
don't worry.
as they are the cleanest person in the room.
All right, excellent. Yep. So after shuffling about a bit and trying to sort of decide whose lap to sit on, kind of analysing everyone's laps for specks of dirt and whatnot, you decide that card is in fact the cleanest, and so you decide to sit on their lap and await your briefing. The scrubbot turns to the five of you. Yes, well, and then pauses momentarily, and then I suppose it will do. My name is Nigel Orange Clearance, Nigel O'Rly. So Nigel O'Reilly, if you wish. I know I look like a scrubbot, but I'm not the scrubbot. I'm stuck inside the scrubbot. There was an incident. I don't want to discuss it. I don't want to talk about it. But trust me, I'm not really a bot. I'm a troubleshooter. I'm higher clearance than you, so I do not appreciate the laughing. Watch your tone. And I will be assigning you your mission. So let me see here. Where did I put my personal communications device? And the robot kind of wheels its way over to behind the desk, and you see things kind of fly up from behind the desk. And then the robot comes out wielding a little sort of communications device, and you can see that it's got some text on it. This is right, troubleshooters. Your mission is very important. A group of treasonous romantics have uncovered some old information about a banned topic, something called a holiday, which has been roughly translated to mean day when treasonous workers refuse to go to work. Now, these romantics seem to be led by a mutant communist. He is dressed in a red suit. Now, I do appreciate that you are also dressed in a red suit, but this should not become confusing. This is very different, and he has been seen carrying out some treasonous behaviors, including, and then the voice of the robot goes, and it sort of like fasts forward. Did you get all of that? I will not be repeating it.
Yes.
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 Excellent.
Yes.
Very good. Now all that remains is for you to see the R&D boys to collect your experimental weapons and then get yourself down to sector 16246712996B. Did you get all that? I will not be repeating it.
Yes.
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 Excellent. Very good. Very good. Okay, let me see if I can find the R&D boys. And the bot kind of rolls and then the doors open and then closed behind, and you're left momentarily in silence.
Did anyone get the number?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Then you'll be leading us there. Good. Then I'll follow your lead. Fantastic.
It had ones and sixes. I know that.
And a B.
And a
And a
B,
B.
not the B. I think was it 1247 something 6 something B?
I think it was a D at the end.
Oh no.
Oh no, misinformation.
I believe, colleagues, it was 162467996B.
What? Yes, I mean correct.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Absolutely.
absolutely
That
correct.
sounds. That
Well,
sounds correct.
That's exactly what we
you.
were going to say.
Thank you for your helpfulness, fellow troublemaker. Let us go.
After a few moments of this sort of chatter, the doors open again, and you see the same scrub bot kind of wheel its way back in. I could not find the R&D boys, but I have been given a list of items to give you. Yes, let me see what I can do here. First you will need your roles. We first need a team leader. Do I have any volunteers?
Card.
Card. I
Congratulations,
volunteered myself.
Card. And the scrub bot's like little chest opens and a little stick comes out with a badge on it that says team leader and just kind of sticks it onto your chest.
It's
Well
a
done,
great
team
honor.
leader.
Thank you.
Next, we will need a hygiene officer. Do I have any volunteers?
Lilith's got a +10, so she puts up her hand for hygiene officer.
And a little thing comes out, and it just sticks the little hygiene officer badge to you. Next, we will need equipment maintenance. Do I have any volunteers? And then the chest just opens, and it just goes over build. You get equipment. Next, I will need a loyalty officer. Do we have any volunteers?
I will be loyalty officer.
And then the little chest plate opens. And Rise, you get team leader badge written on yours. And then last thing we need, what do we have? Who do we have? We need R&D. We don't have an equipment coordinator. We need an equipment coordinator. Can I have any volunteers?
Ched will raise his hand.
Ched raises his hand, and a little thing comes up and sticks onto you, and it says hygiene officer. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh goodness, we need a happiness officer. Let me see what I can do here. And the bot punches away on the little keypad, and the door opens again, and a little humanoid robot on track wheels its way in and says, "Hi, troubleshooters. I'm Kevin. This will be your happiness officer."
Hello, Kevin.
Hi,
day,
are we all
Kevin.
having a happy day?
The best happy day.
Yes, of course.
The happiest happy day.
That's what I like to hear. Happiness is mandatory.
The only kind of happiness you can get from friend computer.
That doesn't sound like happiness to me. Would you like to hear a joke?
Sure.
Why doesn't Kevin need coffee? He's already hardwired. Pause for laughter from the troubleshooters.
Troubleshooters laugh. Ched actually does generally like that.
Yes.
It is kind of funny.
Let me see. We have the rows. Now we just need the equipment. Beep, 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 beep. A little tube comes down from the ceiling and drops off 5 little packages. They are sort of brown paper packages tied up with string, if you like. And each of them has like a little label on with some very neat writing on. Did we get an equipment officer out of those roles?
It was me, I believe.
Excellent. In that case, the tube descends in front of you and drops these 5 packages. You can distribute these as you like. If you have a notepad or pen or paper to hand, or you have a very good memory, this is what they are. The first one is labeled Bioweaponized Reinforced Incendiary Communist Killer, or BRICK.
Okay.
The second one is a Communist Disorientation Box. The third is a Happiness Cannon. The fourth one just simply has the word grenades written on it. And the fifth one, I tell a lie, sorry, it's 4 brown paper packages tied up with string and 1 crate of Bouncy Bubble Beverage. So it's a 24-pack of Bouncy Bubble Beverage in flavor plain.
My favorite.
Right.
And so
okay.
those, as equipment officer, those are yours to distribute as you wish. Or as
Right.
you think most appropriate, I should say.
Bioweapon. Let's see. Communist killer. Happiness cannon. Grenade. And bouncy bubble beverage. So I'm going to give Card the bouncy bubble beverage.
Great, thanks. But all 24.
All of
Really
them.
good. Just
All 24.
lug a
Right.
crate round with you.
Yeah. Get all of the beverage.
Okay, sounds good.
He is the leader. He can distribute the beverage as he sees fit. Right. So we've got grenade. I'll give Rice the happiness cannon. Right, let's see. I'm just gonna write that down as well, actually. So Rise the
Yeah.
Happiness Cannon. Our team leader is Card. And then who's gonna get the grenade? Let's see. Then we have the Communist Killer.
Is it a communist disorientation box?
Oh!
Is what I got.
And
The
the first
brick-
one was
sorry,
the
yeah.
communist
The
killer.
brick was the communist killer, yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah, this is the thank you. Disorientation box. Because the other one was the killer, you're right. Orientation box. And then this one was the killer. Okay. So let's see. It's Ched and Lil. Who will get what? I will get Ched the disorientation box. And I will give Lil the communist killer.
Okay.
And I will keep the grenade. A box of grenades.
Cool.
Mwah. There we
So
go.
is it a bioengineered reinforced incendiary
Yeah, that's
communist killer? The brick.
Bioweaponized reinforced incendiary communist killer,
see.
Nice. I love it.
also known as the brick. The
this
scrub
is
bot.
it.
Sorry, go on.
There we go. Sorted.
Sorry, what was my
Scrub bot
full
Nigel
thing called
chimes
again?
in.
It's the communist.
Disorientation box.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, so the R&D boys, they tell me that this disorientation box, they cannot disclose to me exactly what it does for security purposes, but it will disorientate communists, or so I am told, so use wisely. This bioweaponized reinforced thingy-majigger is very dangerous and very experimental. It's possibly voice command activated, but the R&D boys tell me they have lost the manual, so yes, they would like you to test these weapons in the field and return at the end of your mission with some notes.
Oi. Fantastic.
Very good. Team leaders, do you have everything that you need to carry out your mission?
Rise holds up a hand
Yes.
and waits expectantly.
Yes, we have.
Yes, you there.
Please, may I ask, what is a happiness cannon?
A happiness cannon, I see. Again, the details the R&D boys gave me are somewhat vague, but they did tell me it only has a single charge loaded, so use it wisely. But I believe it distributes happiness. And Kevin the bot chimes in. We like that a lot.
Splendid, thank you.
Okay,
Just gonna-
team, are we good to go?
Yes.
Affirmative.
Yay!
Kevin kind of wheels up backwards so as to be at the sort of back of the group and just awaits a sort of general group consensus on direction.
I will nod emphatically and then patiently wait for Rise to get off my lap so I can stand.
They do not move.
I guess you are left waiting.
Yeah.
I'll tap Rise on the shoulder a couple of times and we need to.
Oh, yes,
Please.
of course, colleague. I will certainly stand up. And I stand up.
So, as team leader, I will nominate someone to lead us to the correct sector. I nominate Build. Build knows the way, so we will follow Build.
Thank you, Card.
You are welcome.
What an honour.
It's an honor. I totally know the way to where we must go.
Mm.
It is that way. I'm just gonna point at random direction.
Kevin immediately wheels off in that direction. All right, team, let's go.
We're gonna keep going straight.
Is there? I mean, is Kevin? Not Kevin. Sorry. Is the giant Roomba still just kind of like spinning around the room, just idly?
The Roomba seems to have finished the briefing and has gone back to scrubbing the floor,
I see.
sort of alternating in a kind of in pulses between its various two jobs of debriefing and cleaning.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Shall we then? Shall we all just leave through the door closest to where Build is pointing?
Yeah. I'm gonna like kind of like move over to Rice a bit and just be like, just to make sure we all have the same information. Could you could you repeat to me what the not direction, but the room number was, or the area number was?
But
So who?
Yeah.
Who,
Right.
but Build,
Yeah, sorry.
you have been designated as the person who knows the way. So
I am, yes.
if you
which is why I wanted to check if we're all on the same
but
page.
you see, sharing
It's a test.
information
Yes.
between colleagues so that everyone has the equal amount of information. Do you not think that might
Isn't-
be a little bit...
That does sound quite communist.
I mean, I would never say that word, but
we are a team, aren't we? We must work as a team to achieve the goal in which was assigned to us to be able to serve friend computer in the
course,
best
but all
way.
of our instructions were very clearly given to us. I suppose this time I can tell you that the room number that we are supposed to be heading to is 162-467-96B.
Excellent. It seems
Yes.
that we are all the same
You are
page.
very
Let's
welcome,
go.
Build our Bear. Very welcome indeed.
Rise up. You are the greatest team. You're like greatest teammate in which we will achieve all this together. And then now I'm just gonna like look for signs that I've got a room number. And try to
Alrighty.
let's go, Kevin.
Well
Goes off
done,
the opposite
team. And
direction.
we're all happy. Right?
Happy.
Happy.
Big beaming smiles.
Your big fake smiles don't seem to work on Kevin. And he's team. We are happy. Would you like a joke?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Kevin.
please, Kevin.
Always.
Let's see. Why are communist jokes funny? Because everybody gets them, right? All right, good stuff, team. Let's go. And Kevin wheels off down a sort of corridor that with another sort of double set of doors, much like the first one that you entered. It kind of opens, and then you see the doors close behind just as Kevin's getting ahead of you a little bit. Sort of close between you and Kevin, and you see Kevin stop dead in his tracks just before the doors close.
Oh, he stopped like in between the door?
No, as in he goes the other side of the door, and it
Okay.
closes, but you can see something startles him into stopping dead in his tracks.
Ooh.
Ched, could you, as designated team leader, could you go see
What?
what's startled Kevin so much, please?
Yeah. I'll go and have a little. I'll go and have a little look.
All right, you wander over to the door, and it kind of opens, and you see something that just fills you with dread and fear. You think maybe the romantics have been fiddling with the temperature control system or something, because in front of you is this like long, wide corridor, and there is this crystallized water product that seems to be leaking out kind of from the ceiling, falling down, this sort of frozen powdered water almost, and is leaving like an inch thick on the bottom. As you would well know, being red troubleshooters, the clearance level goes red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and eventually white, which is ultraviolet in Alpha Complex. You can only touch stuff that is of your clearance level or lower in color. So with this crystalline water product being a white color, this would be an ultraviolet clearance level corridor, what with the new frozen water product leaking out. And so you would not be allowed to touch it, and that is why this kind of maybe 200 feet long, 40 feet wide corridor in front of you that you seem to have no way to pass. And Kevin stops dead in his tracks. All right, team, What are we doing?
Right.
Looks like. I mean, I don't. Does anyone know what this
Well,
is?
I assume we immediately know that we can't touch this.
I
You
mean,
would know that you can't touch
it,
it.
it is ultraviolet in color. That is absolutely correct. Are there any kind of control panels or computer consoles nearby that are designated for red clearance that we could have a look?
There are lots of control panels around. They're actually not designated for any particular clearance level,
Okay.
because they're just maintenance panels. So you can, if you would like to have a little fiddle about what you're trying to do.
I want to. Okay, so I'm hoping I can do like a software operating systems to see if I can run like a diagnostics to see what this, like, see when the ultraviolet security measure was put in place.
Oh, I like it.
To
Sure,
to see
roll
what's. We're rolling a. That's a fail. That's a big old fail.
Oh,
Rolled an
Alrighty, you
18.
no. Oh, no.
nice. You open up the panel and you start sort of fiddling around with it, tapping buttons, beep 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 beep, and all you get is notifications that there is a Black Friday sale going on, and to buy cans and cans of Bouncy Bubble beverage. And looking down at your existing 24 cans of Bouncy Bubble beverage, yeah, you're not sure that's very helpful.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh dear.
This sounds like propaganda of its purest form.
Yeah, would you like to report that?
I think yeah, I think this is. I mean, if this is on a control panel, if there's communist propaganda in the control panel, I think yeah, quick call to friend computer.
All right, so you beep, beep, you're calling friend computer. A screen comes down from the top, and this sort of giant like monitor with a big eye in the middle of it pops up, and this voice, yes.
Greetings, hallowed friend computer.
Greetings, troubleshooter.
I am designated clone. Oh god, I forgot my name. I'm designated. I've actually got my name.
Cardogan.
Thank you.
Greetings, designated clone. I forgot my name.
I'm designated clone Card Argan. I have troubling news to report. Communists appear to have infiltrated our control systems and implanted their propaganda into our systems and falsely activated an ultraviolet security measure in this corridor.
The screen sort of slowly turns around and turns to look down the corridor. And as it turns to look down the corridor, you can both see and feel that the heating system seems to have come on. And the frozen water product that was all across the floor seems to be slowly disapparating into this kind of liquid water that you'd be much more used to. The computer turns to look down the hallway and then turns to look back. Did you say communists?
No. Yes.
In Alpha Complex.
A worrying thought indeed, and
This could be a problem. Where is your team leader? And then you see the eye just tips down a little bit, looks at your badge, and then tips up. From the side of the screen that has come down with the big R on it, a laser pistol comes out the side and just blasts a hole directly through your heart. A few moments later, a tube comes down from the ceiling and a new, fresh clone of I can't remember.
Cardogan.
A fresh new clone of Cardargan pops down onto the floor. The screen turns to troubleshooters. Don't forget, treasonous clones must be executed, and new fresh clones do not carry any treasonous hallmarks of previous clones. Thank you, and have a nice day. And it kind of goes up, and then it stops half out, and then descends again. And somebody please clean this up. and then just like extends into the ceiling.
As hygiene officer, I will make the call to get a cleaning crew to clean up Cardargan's old clone.
Does the new Carlagan still have a team leader badge, or is there now only one team leader badge in circulation?
That's a very good question. As it's no, you descend with all the same items and stuff.
Sure.
So the new Cardargan would have a creative bouncy bubble beverage and a team leader badge.
I will suck my teeth ever so discreetly and look at the who was the other one that got the team leader badge? I think it was.
It was Rise.
Didn't
Was it
Rise get a
Rise? It
team
was
leader
Rise,
badge?
wasn't it? Yeah. Well, I'll let you have the honor of speaking to Frank Computer next time.
Yes. Maybe that is for the best.
But the corridor's now forward.
Are you not
It's just what? Yes.
very happy that a treasonous clone of your own outed themselves as a communist? We must be ever vigilant on this mission.
That is how dedicated I am to rooting out treason. That
You can see as you say, "Aren't you happy?" that Kevin's like little robot face lights up and turns around. We're all happy here, isn't that right, team?
I feel.
Would you like a joke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin.
2 personal communication devices got married. The ceremony wasn't much, but the reception was excellent.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
You are welcome, team.
Shall we continue as designated team leader? Shall we? Kevin, you're not going to short circuit on the floor. Appears to be quite wet.
I do not know. And Kevin just starts wheeling down the corridor.
He's a go-getter. I like him.
Right, everyone, we must continue on our way.
Yes.
Yes. I call the cleaning crew and I leave Cardargan's dead body.
You can see as you kind of call in your personal communication device. Also, yes, you can see as you wheel in on your personal communications device that you call a scrub bot, and Nigel O'Reilly from the briefing sort of wheels his way in. Oh, here we go again with the cleaning of the clones, and sort of starts like whisking around and like brushing up bits of clone, and then just starts pushing Cardargan's body down the hallway, like back to where he came from.
Coming out the gate strong with the first clone kill. Congratulations, everybody.
The team leader as well.
The team leader. Off we go.
Off we go.
Don't step in the blood pool, people. It's very unhygienic.
Oh.
So, yeah,
all right.
We're following behind Kevin at this point.
Cool. You start wheeling. You start wheeling. Kevin starts wheeling his way down the corridor, and where he comes to like sort of another set of double doors, and then a set on the right and the left. And he's sort of looks left, looks right, and then takes the door on the right as he's looking at the little plaque above. And he takes you down a series of corridors, sort of ever more confusing than the last. When he comes to a door and stops in front of it, and above it it says 1624679B. And sort of turns around. I think we made it, team. Shouldn't we all be happy?
Yay!
Yeah.
Happy?
Happy.
Happy.
Oh,
happy.
Uh-oh.
Someone check on Kevin.
Happy.
All right.
Someone check on Kevin.
Okay, I'm equipment officer, so I am going to. Oh, would it be?
Kevin is not equipment. He is a colleague.
He is indeed a colleague, and I am going to check on him as
hardware would be appropriate, though, I suppose.
Yeah.
For our...
Yeah, the box ops and
Oh, bot ops. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, let's pray then. As I roll. No. There
What number are you trying to beat?
Yes.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
I succeed. Mine is 10, I think, so that's a success.
Oh, what were you trying to do?
Oh, sorry. Bot ops and maintenance.
Okay, so you're
Check-
maintaining Kevin.
Yeah,
Yes.
do a bit of maintenance on Kevin.
Yeah, okay. So you sort of pop open a back hatch on Kevin, and you can see that there's some loose wires in his back, and he seems to be sort of glitching out a little bit. Happy. You kind of like start fiddling around with him, and you connect everything up, and he seems to be kind of operating as normal after that. He stopped repeating himself quite so much.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Back to my usual happy self.
Can you tell us another joke, Kevin?
I sure can. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Where?
Was that the joke, Kevin?
Was what the joke?
Excellent. Great.
Good stuff. We all sound happy.
Yeah.
These jokes really are
Right.
splendid, Kevin. Maybe you should think about writing a book.
That sounds like a great idea.
I will look to build Lilith and Ched
Mm.
just with a raised eyebrow,
Yeah.
glancing back at Rise every now and again, and do a little face. But I will not press the matter, and I will carry on.
Yeah.
Right,
A little eyebrow suspicion.
So, where is it? Sorry, that Kevin had stopped. Like just after. So we've arrived at the sector. Is it just
Yeah.
before or just after the door?
It's just before the door.
Okay. Well, as designated team leader, it would seem that that we've arrived. I think, as designated team leader, Rise, you should be point for first contact in this sector.
Of course, fellow team leader. And I go to
I think, as designated team leader, that what we really need is some sort of rousing speech, just to reaffirm the mission, just to make sure everything's above board, and then we can wrap out with another joke from Kevin.
Kevin is happy to oblige.
Oh, as a loyalty officer, would you like me to lead this rousing speech?
Yes, please. Yes. Just to remind ourselves of the importance of
course,
loyalty within Alpha Complex.
colleagues, we have a job to do. We all have jobs to do. And holidays are counterproductive to those jobs. So we must stop this nonsense, whatever it takes. I know you are all loyal colleagues. And I know that most of us have all of our loyal clones intact. So let us get on with it to the best of our abilities. Yes.
Kevin starts playing a little sort of background music tune.
What's a holiday? I've never heard this word before.
It was in the briefing. Were you not listening, Card?
As a team leader,
I can
that's
tell
very
you, Card,
worrying.
Yes.
that a
It is our
holiday
objective.
is
Card.
very treasonous indeed.
It's
Yes.
disgusting.
Good. You have all passed the test.
Oh, it was a test card?
It was. And you've all passed with flying colours.
This
You've
makes
all
me so happy.
You've all taken rises speech to heart, and I can see that you're all on the job. You're all locked in, and I commend each and every one of you as your designated team leader. Right, shall we?
Joy.
Happiness.
Kevin sort of turns around. But you said you wanted a joke.
The joke, please, Kevin. Yes, that was your prompt.
And the sort of the music dies down a bit, and he kind of ducks the sound to amplify the sound of his own voice. Did you hear about the mutant trader that could double in size? Then you should have reported him, citizen.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
To victory!
Funny and
Kevin just
topical.
sails towards the door.
Yeah, let's go in.
We go into the door to room 162467996B.
B.
So say that again.
B. You must make sure that we go into 162467.96 B.
Oh dear, I feel I may have taken a wrong turn.
Can I use my
See if there's an
How-
easy way to work this out.
the
Oh my God, history check or
the your personal digital companion? Does it have an inbuilt GPS?
No, it does not. But it has maps of Alpha Complex that you can requisition if you are so inclined, or you can simply call Friend Computer and ask for help.
Oh, don't know about that.
Yeah.
Don't want to be bothering Friend Computer. They're very busy.
Can I try to requisition a map?
Well, we
Yeah, absolutely. So you beep beep boop on your thing, and you ask for a map of where are you asking of a map for?
16246796B.
46796B. Okay, excellent. You get one. A small tube descends from the ceiling, and this kind of like a tube with like a little kind of device in it, like a little tablet in it, kind of descends and boom, and kind of just arrives at your feet. You open it up and you take a look at the tablet, and inside there is there's a corridor which looks very similar to the corridor that you're in. There is a door which will be the door that you're immediately stood in front of, and then there is an enormous black box that says redacted.
Wow.
So we're in the right place, I assume. With great happiness and joy.
Yes.
With a bright smile on my face.
presumably, like world knowledge here, the maps that we can requisition would be of red clearance. And clearly the big black splodge that says redacted is not red clearance. But what happens if we see it with our fleshy eyeballs? What if we see a redacted space with our fleshy eyeballs? Is that a breach of clearance?
One way to find
I
out.
see.
Who are you asking?
Just, I'm musing to myself at this point. I'm stroking my girthy chin.
In which case, thinking out loud, Kevin whizzes around and says, "Fear not, troubleshooter, Kevin has violet clearance," and then just heads through the door.
Violet. Oh, well, please. And if I may ever so politely ask that you report back what you see and whether or not it is suitable for red clearance eyes.
The door kind of opens, and Kevin heads in, and then a minute or two later, Kevin heads back out again. All's good to go, troubleshooters. Let's go. We're needed in here.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
We
Head
follow
through the door.
Kevin.
We follow Kevin.
You head through the door and from one corridor into the next. Another corridor. Though this one that seems to be lined with kind of empty brown boxes. They seem to be like almost like opened packages, like boxes that look like they've been opened, and they're kind of strewn all throughout the corridor. And then just as you head in, you can see just poking around a corner of a door at the far end of the corridor, maybe about 100 feet away or so, a green troubleshooter who sort of quickly disappears out of sight the moment the doors open and you guys enter.
Green below or above us?
Above.
Green would be above you.
Above us, above.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost everything is above you.
Kevin, did you happen to see those green clearance troubleshooters before? Did they mention anything to you?
I saw them. They did not speak to me.
I see. I think, as designated team leader, I think Ched should be our diplomatic liaison with the green troubleshooters.
With great joy of that job.
Thank you.
Are you sure?
Good. As designated team leader, I've never been more sure.
Okay. And it just Ched sort of catches himself kind of questioning it, and then he's like, okay. Yeah, Ched is gonna sort of go up a little bit. Like, did you say that they were actually sort of looking like us, just in green jumpsuits, or
Yeah,
did
so
you
they're
just-
troubleshooters, much like the same as you. I should say you only saw the one, so they're a troubleshooter.
Okay.
Much like you, that was kind of poking their head around the corner of a door down the end of the corridor. And then almost the moment that you entered, they kind of disappeared out of sight.
Okay. Can I take Kevin with me?
Absolutely, of course. I'd be happy to oblige.
Thank you, Kevin. So yeah, Ched's gonna sort of wander, just sort of sneak a little bit forward with Kevin, very slowly, just to see if he can catch them again before they sort of disappear, or see if he can catch them sort of doing anything.
You kind of wheel forward, and Kevin turns to you. Would you like a joke?
In a minute, maybe when we get the other troubleshooters' attention, because they would probably really like to hear it as well.
And he just carries on anyway. What's a troubleshooter's favorite drink? Loyalty. Pauses again for laughter.
Actually, Kevin,
Okay,
why don't you go back and tell the others that joke?
good idea. And Kevin kind of wheels back to you. He seems kind of wheeling his way back to you. Meanwhile, leaving without Kevin, you get to the end of the corridor, and the doors open, and you see 3 green troubleshooters holding. They seem to be packages that they're holding, but they're sort of quite colourful packages that they seem to be holding. And they're walking away from you into a door that opens and then sort of disappears they disappear as it closes behind them. And you can see that door is green and red striped.
Any of the packages that they're carrying, are any of them any other colour aside from red and green?
They would be carrying a red package with a little red bow on it, an orange package with a little orange bow on it, and a green package with a green bow on it. So 1 each.
Okay.
So Ched's going to go back and say, like, well, I'm happy to report that even though they are green troubleshooters, they are carrying red items, which means we could possibly also go there as well. And they went behind that door over there. So
Okay. Well, I mean, if
That
the
is
coast,
very good to know.
if the coast is clear, and like, well, I'll hear the joke from Kevin. Oh, very good, Kevin. Very, very good. And then yeah, like heading up to the end of the corridor to sort of like where you are, and then seeing this kind of red and green striped door, I'll stop and muse for a moment on. So, are we only like half allowed through, or like do we have to go on an angle so we're only passing through red coloured bits of the door as opposed to the green coloured bits of the? This is turmoil.
How big are the stripes? I think that might be a good question. Because if they're very small stripes, then
The door itself, about maybe 1 foot in thickness each, and they're kind of at a 45-degree angle.
oh,
So if we
have
breathe
to go
in-
in like this.
Yeah, if we breathe in. I'll look to the team. I always, as designated team leader, I believe that team cooperation breeds loyalty. I say, looking at Rise. What do you all suggest?
Clearly, we may enter this door. And then Rise just enters the door, but ensuring that they are on the side of that red stripe. Whichever 45-degree angle that it's on, they are keeping to the red side of it.
Okay, sure. The door opens. You head on in. Anyone following?
Yeah, Lilith
He's
is
following.
going to follow.
Yeah, Chet's gonna follow just behind everyone.
Amazing. You head in then. The those that are heading in, and the green troubleshooters seem to hear you, and they turn around. They're in a large red and the room itself is red and green striped. Again, the stripes are kind of 1 foot in thickness, and they go kind of at a bit of an angle, but like on the floor and the walls and stuff. So the whole room is red and green striped. And the troubleshooters hear the door. The green troubleshooters hear the door opening and turn around to look at you and like freeze for a moment.
Hello, colleagues. It is very good to see you this happy day.
And one of them sort of like looks over to another one and he shakes his head and, hello, troubleshooters. How are we doing?
We're happy and great. Everything's fantastic.
Yes, carrying on our
Good,
jobs.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. You seem to be red troubleshooters. Are you lost?
On the contrary, we have been dispatched by Kevin O'Reilly to investigate some strange incidents in this area. You wouldn't happen to have seen any treasonous activities?
No, I haven't seen treasonous activities in a lifetime.
I see. Do you mind if we have a little perusal as long as we stay to the designated red areas of this room?
By all means, no problem at all.
Wonderful. Thank you. And making sure that we only ever step on the red stripes.
Yes. Yeah, very much. Only walk along the red stripes.
What? So,
Sorry.
Go on, Meg.
I was going to say, like, the packages. They've got some in their arms. You said there's some that are strewn about on the floor as well.
Yeah, so strewn about the corridor that you came from and the room that you're in are boxes. And in this room, actually, you can see that there is this thin coloured film that seems to be enclosing these packages that they have. So the packages that they have are coloured. One's red, one's orange, one's green. The boxes in the room previous were just brown, ordinary sort of cardboard boxes. No particular clearance there or anything like that. These ones seem to be wrapped in this kind of coloured film, and you can see that there are desks laid about with rolls of this coloured film on.
Okay. Do we know what this room's purpose is for already? Like, could we? Is this
Can
like?
you make for me a check of some kind? Let's see what we've got. Can you make an outdoor life check for me?
Oh, outdoor life. Where is that?
that is in wetware.
Wetware. So that's for 8. Oh, so I've got to guess an 8. Oh dear. Okay.
Oh.
Why couldn't I get all these? When we were doing the campaign, right, in D&D, why couldn't I get rolls like this then?
Mm-hmm.
Always happens. You roll super high in Paranoia and super low in D&D.
Yeah.
This is a very strange room. You think that whatever is going on in this room is either above your clearance level or treasonous. You're not entirely sure which, but you are unsure of what is going on here. Meanwhile, these three troubleshooters are still staring at you, one holding a box each. Are you satisfied with what you see?
Can I? I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but can I use a bit of like bootlicking to
Absolutely, of course you can. Roll it.
well, yeah, 1 sec. So it's 7, and that makes. Oh, this is gonna be good. Hopefully. Yes, I have 18 in bootlicking.
Amazing.
What do you say to these three troubleshooters?
I come up to
Yourself?
them and kind of like, oh, this is such a happy day, and we appreciate all of your hard work in making everything going. Could you we are doing our best to serve the Frank computer and following Nigel's what's his name, Nigel Aurelius objective in order to keep us all, all the treasonous is gone. So we want to understand a bit more about this room, so we can have an accurate report of what's going on here to Nigel, to also kind of like pipe up on the hard work you've been doing here. So could you tell us a bit more about?
Yes, I think I could. I see that you're one of us, right?
Yes, of course. Happiness, joy, hard work.
Excellent. And he extends a hand out to shake your hand.
Oh my god, wait. I'm just gonna do it. I'm being like bootlicking. This is bootlicking time. Extend my hand.
He extends a hand and does some kind of like weird, bizarre secret handshake. There's like a lot of hand movement going on his hand over yours. But it seems to require very little input from you. And so you just kind of hold your hand out there a minute, and then he sort of glares at you, and then, yes, you are one of us. Excellent. Right. Yes, we are actually we are wrapping these to give to Alpha Complex. These are gifts that we have here. For instance, and he hands to Rise the red box.
Thank you. May I open this?
Absolutely. You pull the ribbon. It's sort of tied with a nice, neat ribbon. You pull the ribbon, and the box explodes. There is a massive explosion, and you are just blown completely from the face of Alpha Complex. Nothing remains. It's a very large explosion. And laser pistols come out very quickly from the green troubleshooters. A moment or two later, Rise, this tube comes out, and your secondary clone is dispensed.
Well, at least the room's a little bit more red now.
Very good, very good. So there's this big explosion. Laser pistols come out, and at least 3 laser shots are fired. You can see one whiz right past the face of team leader. The other one whizzes just over the shoulder of sorry, who just died? It's almost over team leader. And the third one sails cleanly into the back of Kevin, who falls down dead.
No!
Kevin!
And Kevin, would you like to?
Oh, Kevin!
Oh, Kevin!
In rage of seeing Kevin fall to his demise, Ched is going to give the communist disorientation box a go. He's going to see if he's kind of fumbling around to see, because I'm guessing with the laser pistols, because it's got a red barrel, it's not going to be very good against green troubleshooters.
I don't know. It seemed pretty effective against Kevin, and he's grey.
He's gonna pull out the box, and he's gonna just sort of try and see it in desperation to see what it does.
All right. You pull out the box, and you notice that there is like a small handle on the side, and you think this might be a hand-operated weapon. You're gonna sort of give it a go.
Yeah, give it a go.
You give it a go. You sort of crank up the handle, and it takes a little bit to get going. and then it begins to work. Can you please make for me a mechanical engineering check?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, mechanical engineering, so that needs to be a
Go, Chad.
12. Alright.
Oh,
Oh no! Fail.
You whiz this thing round way too fast, and you just start turning and turning. And what happens is a sound comes out of it, and this is a very unnerving sound. It's this kind of extremely catchy jingle. And you can see that the green troubleshooter started, and you can feel yourself this unknowing urge in you to kind of sing along to this tune, and you sort of start bopping a little bit. And for some reason, you feel the need to be like and you begin to kind of play along with this box. But the green troubleshooters are kind of playing along too.
Yeah.
As designated team leader, upon seeing this and realizing that it is a communist distraction device, I will produce my laser pistol and shoot Ched in the back of the head.
Can you please make a violent energy weapons check for me?
Sure. Got 28 in
I
this.
see why.
Oh wow! You've got 28.
All right, and a perfect nat
Can
one.
you fail?
No.
Cold-hearted
Team leader,
killer.
Team leader, in fact, shoots such a perfect shot. It goes cleanly through the head of Ched, and then also through the head of one of the green troubleshooters. And you manage to bag yourself a double kill.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Holy moly.
Such communist acts are deserving only of swift execution.
did you just?
The box continues playing, though, I should say. A few moments later, amongst all the chaos, Ched, boom, a new clone is dispensed just amidst like the box is still playing. One of the green troubleshooters is dead. Your body is laying on the floor. Kevin is laying dead, and there are still lasers flying about.
Don't worry, Ched. Your previous self was treasonous, but we were letting bygones be bygones. I know everything's going to be a-okay from here on out.
Yes, it will be. And he does that big sort of grin again, like he did at the beginning of the game.
Rob, did you say there is ongoing laser fire?
There is ongoing laser fire. People are being shot at.
Oh my gosh!
The green troubleshooters are shooting at least some of you.
I think we probably need to take cover.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm standing proudly in the open. Hands on hips, really proud of myself.
Lil is taking cover.
Lil takes cover.
Yeah.
I think with the fact that he got shot because he couldn't resist dancing to this box, he's going to grab it and he's actually going to chuck it at one of the green troubleshooters.
All right.
Just to try, one, to stop it, and two, to obviously, because they are communists, because they're dancing to it.
Yeah, you throw it at one of the green troubleshooters, who kind of grabs it and then kind of just places it very gently on the floor. Who then is the one who's holding the orange box and sort of opens up the orange box, and you can see him rustling about inside for something.
Uh-oh.
Treason.
No, he's allowed to do.
He's not meant to touch orange, is he?
No,
He's
green's
green.
above.
Green's above orange.
Green's above orange,
That's fine. That's fine.
Red or
Then,
yellow,
that's fine.
green. Yeah.
But actually, we're allowed to touch orange in that case, which means one of us could wrestle it. No?
No,
we can't. We can't.
Red, then orange,
Man,
and
we're
then
at the
green.
I'm
bottom.
so confused about the order.
It's not something you would probably want to touch, as you can see a kind of what looks to be a grenade of some sort, kind of whistles overhead. Can everyone please make for me an either concealment or a shadowing check, please?
I'm gonna go
Both
for
on this stuff.
concealment. Okay, let's try.
Let's make it concealed.
No, Nah.
Oh,
Wow.
good roll.
I failed.
Oh, I
Shadowy or
failed.
concealment.
Got 18 in this, and I failed on a d20.
Nice.
Card Argan passed.
And so did
All
Ched.
right.
Oh, I passed.
Nah, you all passed.
Which is-
sure.
I think Lilith catches it.
This is my specialty is concealment. And I flipping catch it, don't I?
Build and Lil. Build, you failed as well, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, magic. So Build and Lil. Lil, you do. Just instinctually, you catch this grenade, which explodes in your hand and sends green and red glitter everywhere. And so you and Lil are just completely covered in this glitter, and then you realize that this glitter is razor sharp, and you seem to be just bleeding profusely.
There's some Squid Game nonsense right here. Right. I guess I'll
To make
die.
it clear, you are going to die in like a matter of seconds if you can't stop this bleeding somehow.
Right.
Does medical? Well, I don't think we have any gear, but I have. If I roll medical, will I be able to stop me from dying or stop us from dying?
You can try. On the second page of your character sheet, you do have equipment on the left, and you
Ooh,
may or may not have something on the left. On equipment on the right, and you may or may not have something on the left that could help you in this situation.
I really
Nah,
don't.
I'm just gonna roll medical and see if we can at least stay alive for a bit longer.
Go for it.
So
I mean, likewise, I suppose. Where is medical?
Sure.
Oh, it's under wetware.
I failed. No.
Oh, no, I also failed miserably. I make the bleeding worse.
You try and stem the bleeding from 1,000 tiny cuts, and you just slice your hands on this horrible glassy glitter. And slowly the life force drains from you, and the two of you lose, I believe, your first.
Yeah, it's our first one.
Dead.
Yeah.
Seconds later, a tube comes down, boom, to dispense your second.
Oh dear.
Please.
I come down from the tube going.
Well,
Are we out of the
You hear
woods,
a
or are
shout.
we in an ongoing firefight right now?
It's ongoing at the moment. You hear
How
the green
many-
troubleshooters shout, "Truce! Truce!"
Take the truce.
Team leader.
Don't want to die by glitter again.
I say truce, but then I also am gonna like hold my energy weapon at this point
gosh.
because I just died.
Good idea. We will send a negotiator.
okay.
Is it Nigel?
Oh, no.
Scrubbot comes in. I am the negotiator.
Oh, he's coming in to clean the glitters.
I'm willing.
Oh yeah, I call a
Look at the
hygiene team for my
Yes!
own
Excellent. You requisition a hygiene team, and your personal communications device tells you that it will be there in 1 minute and 12 seconds.
Okay, that's fine. Plenty of time for the negotiation.
Okay, so if they're calling out for a truce, if we will meet in the middle ground, you stand on the green stripes, I'll stand on the red. Do we have terms?
Terms accepted. And you see from your various hiding spots that one of the green troubleshooters stands up and walks into the middle of the room.
Okay. I will walk diagonally along the red stripes. And as I size up the green troubleshooter, I'll think back to what happened when Ched first arrived in, and I'll hold my hand out. And I'll watch carefully for what happens next.
The green troubleshooter also holds his hand out for a handshake.
And actually, I'll like with my back, because I'm stood in front of everyone else, right?
Mm-hmm.
So discreetly, shielding with my body, I'm gonna do 3 fist bumps, and then a little clap on the shoulder, and say, "What's new, pal?"
He gives you 3 fist bumps and then a tap on the shoulder and says, "Why did you not say?"
Shit. I'll nod. Solid. I'll sagely nod. I'll turn to my team and there was a slight miscommunication and we have successfully negotiated peace. You may praise me as necessary in the honor of friend computer.
The doors behind you open as you're talking, as 1 minute, 12 seconds has passed, and Nigel O'Reilly comes in and starts pushing bodies to the corner of the room.
Thank you, Nigel. Card. All hail friend computer. And what
Yes.
amazing negotiation skills you have as team leader to actually not negotiate at all and yet broker a peace. How did you do it?
Decisive leadership filled eye contact. Body language.
I look at the other
80%.
three. I look at the other
80% of-
three with one of those curious, skeptical raised eyebrows, just to get a sense of if they're also skeptical. Like we all witnessed what just happened. It looked quite traitorous to me, quite frankly.
Yes.
But I'm not saying that right now.
Treacherous indeed. In my head. Well, I look at
In our heads, none of us.
Yeah.
When you are designated team leader, you learn that 70% of communication is done purely through body language. And that is
The other 30% through laser pistols.
through laser pistols. And that 70% is I've harnessed in the name of friend computer in our quest for hunting down treason and communism, to allow myself to be that much more efficient in my leadership duties.
The doors behind you open once again, and a secondary, slightly older looking bot that looks, there's a striking resemblance to Kevin and has a little name badge that says Kevin on it, kind of wheels its way into the room. All right, troubleshooters, I'm back.
Oh,
Ken!
hi, Kevin.
Hi, I've been rebuilt better than ever. Would you like a joke?
Yeah.
Yes, Kevin!
Did you hear about the red troubleshooter that hit his head on the green ceiling? It was above his clearance level. No, wait, it was below his clearance level. No, wait, it was above.
These aren't
There was
very.
something
This
above
isn't a good
clearance
joke,
level.
Kevin. I'm not happy. You're not doing a good job as happiness officer.
You're not happy, but happiness is mandatory.
And yet you are responsible for improving our happiness, and that joke was terrible.
The
I thought you
little
were
chest plate
better.
opens, and a little plate with 2 pills comes out. Please take these, and you will be happy.
What do I know about these pills?
So Kevin is equipped with happiness pills, which are effectively a type of sort of psychoactive drug that make people happy. And he is authorized to give them out to make people happy. You do not know whether these are or are not those exact same pills.
Right.
You did state that as happiness coordinator, he's
But
if you're not happy, you have to take the pills.
I'm concerned that he's been compromised. He has never stumbled over his jokes before. Team leader, what should I do?
I look to the others with my eyebrow raised. Looking back.
I await my team's advice.
Looking back at Lil with a
Well, I don't know. I thought that was a perfectly decent joke. It might be.
What was the punchline then? Which of the 3 versions was it?
It was funny because he didn't know.
Are we in agreement that Lil seems to be unhappy?
I take the pills.
Amazing. You begin to feel quite lightheaded, quite happy in a sort of very uneasy, sickly, sweet feeling, and then your heart stops.
Great.
And you fall down
Super
once again
cool.
dead.
Super cool.
The
That
tube
was-
descends from the ceiling
That was
and descends your third clone, and Kevin says, "Are we all better now?"
just peachy, Kevin. Thank you.
Remember, happiness is mandatory.
That's good because I'm ecstatic.
Good. Then we can carry on with our
Sound
mission.
it.
I want to quickly turn back to the green troubleshooter. What is going on in here? Under my breath, what is going on in here that would necessitate such discretion?
For Santa.
Sorry, say that again?
We're wrapping presents for Santa. As a fellow humanist, you know about the upcoming holiday, right? You are a fellow humanist, right?
Yes. I'm gonna do
You can see his hand very slowly like lean over towards his laser pistol.
I'm going to do a roll, but I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Okay, yeah.
Can I roll to overhear them?
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be a stealth something, whatever you think, Rob.
Sneaking, maybe?
Shadowing or...
What does oratory mean?
Oratory is like your ability to speak convincingly and make speeches.
Okay. It's also a small chapel for private worship, apparently. Yeah, give me a stealth shadowing check.
Yeah, so that's an 18.
How good it is to sneak up on someone.
An 8. It's a pass.
May I use my personal, what's it called? Personal digital
absolutely.
companion
Of course you can.
to try and record what is being said.
Ooh. All right, sweet. Yeah, you can. Are you trying to do that stealthily?
Yes.
Okay. In which case, make
All the rolls are
a stealth concealment roll.
I can confidently say that my roll will have failed.
Alrighty. Excellent. What were you rolling for again?
I
got a bit confused.
So I sent you I may or may not have sent you a.
Oh, I see. Yes. Okay. Alrighty. Cool. So no one knows what's going on there. Sorry, give me 1 second. There's quite a lot of stuff going on.
We're all just like messaging Rob.
And looking shiftily at one another.
The other thing that happens is, Nate, your character name is, I forgot already.
Ched.
Ched, excellent, that was it, thank you. Ed, did anyone have when they were younger one of those like Stretch Armstrong toys? Yeah, so Ched's arms, but he sort of puts his arm towards his ear like this, and then his arm just starts to like extend well beyond the reason, well beyond the limit of human flexibility. Becomes this kind of like long floppy noodle about 10 feet long.
Is that
is not natural?
Well, that looks like
a mutant property
to me.
I think this is it's just, I think there may be just some weird chemical, from that glitter. I think it might just be infecting the airways of some people a bit. Like, I don't think this is what's happened now. It's all good. This will sort itself out in a moment. I think it's fine. I don't know what it is.
Mute. We all.
So that again, Julia.
I don't know. Sorry, my rage. I cut out the music. I yell. I sort of went. We all saw it. He's a mutant.
Yeah, I got my energy weapon out.
Ooh. Team leader.
The
I have a
the
shot.
screen
I've
from
only just come back as a
just
clone.
descends from the ceiling very slowly.
If friend computer is descending, then I will point at Ched with my fingers like this, and I'll nod solemnly to the other three of you. If you've got your laser pistols out.
Yeah, we've
Just
got
like-
them out.
Oh.
Ched, for the second time, you take a perfectly placed laser pistol to the face. For the second time from team leader, you are vaporized once again. And then a few seconds later, the tube comes down and boom, the new clone.
I'm sure that will never happen again. Thank you, friend computer.
You're, and it's good that you recognise it. And I look to everyone else with a face that says, "And let this be a lesson to all of you who may be
The
mutant."
screen from friend computer sort of slowly ascends back to the ceiling, seemingly paying zero attention to like the just utter chaos that descends in the room. And the green troubleshooter turns to you, team leader, and says, "Wow, okay, sure. Are you one of us?"
And I'll laugh because I'm assuming everyone's watching at me. I'll and then do like 3 punches on the elbow, and then a clap on the back. Course.
Okay, you get 3 fist bumps back and a slap on the shoulder, and he says, "What's up, pal?" Sorry, he says, "What's new, pal?"
What is new, pal? Well, as I say, we've been dispatched to find some whatever stuff is going on here, and in the glory of Alpha Complex, clearly, we cannot rest until we find the culprits of whatever is happening. And in its benevolent wisdom, friend computer will not rest until we find whatever is responsible for whatever is happening here. So if you happen to have seen anything that is happening here that is responsible for whatever is happening here, then we will greatly be appreciative if you can point us to whatever that may be that is causing whatever is happening here.
And he just sort of points. It's that way, pal. That way through the door there. First left, and you'll see him.
Thank you, fellow green troubleshooter. Glory to friend computer.
Glory to friend computer.
Right, team. As designated team leader, we are to head that way and take the first left, and we will find whatever is causing whatever is happening here. There.
All right, because Bill heard nothing. So
make sure not to step on the green parts of the floor. This is part of a new regime. It's a new plan from Friend Computer to.
Excuse me, team leader.
Yes.
What is a regime?
Like a system of processes, much like the utopia built by Friend Computer, in an attempt to root out the communist traitors.
I see.
Anyway,
I'm just gonna look at Lil with a bit of like.
Shall we? Shall we?
Yes, let's.
Yes, team leader.
We can't leave Nigel waiting. Kevin, if you may lead.
There it is, on the way. Where are we going?
Through that door, first on the left, and we will find the source of these worrying reports that we've been told to find and shoot. And I'm really hoping they're shootable, I say, looking to the green troubleshooter.
I wouldn't if I were you. You head off down through the doors that you've been told to, and you take the first left, and you open into this enormous room. And what you see once again terrifies you, because in the middle of the room is something from the old world. In the middle of the room is this large, sort of almost triangular, conical shaped object. It is this dark green color with like a brown pole running through the middle. Some of you have this vague impression of something called a tree. And one of those is slap bang in the middle of the room, surrounded by these lights of all different colors. Nothing is organized, nothing is orderly. And surrounding this otherworldly object are more of these parcels that have been colored from the other room, all adorning the bottom of this. Standing in front of this tree is a mutant. Is what looks to have once been a troubleshooter and now stands a good 9 feet tall. This hulking jackal style beast of a troubleshooter in this red jumpsuit that's torn from grown muscles. And there are a number of smaller green troubleshooters around the red troubleshooter, and you think this must be Santa.
Is it Jacked Santa? Jacked mutant Santa. Oh my
He
god.
has a beard, like a long white beard.
You asked for what was causing the chaos in Alpha Complex, and this is it. Here you see in front of you Commie Santa and his Commie elves.
Quick, team leader, should we obliterate this threat to Alpha Complex?
Who was given the brick?
I've got the brick. This is a glorious day, for I shall finally gain the favour of friend computer for destroying these communist mutants. Can I voice activate the brick, please?
You can certainly give it a go. What do you say?
I say, brick activate, destroy the mutant known as Santa and his green helpers.
You hold the brick in your hands. This red, very heavy, very square-shaped object, and you say, brick, destroy Santa, and some lights appear on the brick. And the lights say 19:00.
What is that?
And then the lights change and they say 18:59.
Okay.
And then 18:58.
Okay, so we've got 19 minutes before it goes off, basically. Great. Super cool. I guess I'm going to plant it somewhere close to them and sort of hope that we can keep them talking for 20 minutes.
All right, can you please make a stealth check for me?
Yes, I can. That is that is my stealth number. Like
that's
a 9 and a 9.
A success.
That's a success.
Yeah, sweet.
Thank God.
So you sneak over under the hulking mass of Santa, and maybe in between the like oddly video game like patrol patterns of the elves, and you plant this brick at the base of the tree, and you can see the timer from as you sort of back away from it, just ticking down and ticking down.
Right. I'm going to back away calmly.
Cool. The other thing that happens is you hear a kind of gentle ding, 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 ding,
Oh no!
On maybe on the opposite side of the otherworldly object.
Uh oh. What's Bill doing?
And then you hear an ear-rupturing explosion from the far side of the tree. You see two smaller green troubleshooters, these elves, just fly left and right, just bodies strewn across the room, slamming onto the far side of the room. Santa obviously takes notice of this and sort of rises up from where he's screwing lights onto the tree and sort of turns around. Who dares enter my realm?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
We brought joy and happiness.
Yeah, it's all about joy.
Who are you?
Team leader.
Team leaders.
Fellow red troubleshooter.
The name is Santa.
Fellow red troubleshooter.
Or you can call me Nick.
Nick R. Sector code. We are on a mission from Frank Computer to find whatever is causing all of this weirdness in the area. Do you happen to know where we might find it? Because clearly it's not in here.
I think I might have an idea.
You do?
You're looking to find Christmas cheer, is that right?
In the form
Christmas.
of mandatory happiness?
Let's find out. And he reaches down with this sort of giant banana-shaped fist and grabs a wrapped box from the from under the tree. It is green, and Santa hands it to you. Merry Christmas.
I'm gonna step back.
At me and Lilith.
I'm gonna step back.
Clearing the area.
I'm going to drop the box because it's green, and then I'll look and Kevin's nearby, right?
Kevin's always on hand to help.
Kevin, as happiness happiness lead, you're still Violet's designation, yes?
Kevin has ultraviolet clearance.
Marvelous. Here is this is for you. This green clearance parcel that you can open and I
Santa
cannot.
kind of begins to breathe very heavily. Re-gifting? Are we? This is not a practice that Santa condones.
And obviously just boop, boop, boop. I punch him 3 times and try to clap him on the back of the calf, given how tall he is. Clap him on the bum.
You fist bump Santa in the knee, and Santa fist bumps you back with such a velocity that you just fly across the room, slamming into the wall and breaking most of the bones in your back. Oh! A tube descends from the ceiling. And your new clone with bones intact is decanted.
No.
And I will dust my hands off. It's a job well done.
Now, who has been naughty? And he turns to the other 4 troubleshooters cowering in the corner. And who has been nice?
Well, we're not allowed to be naughty. Naughty would be going against Friend Computer.
We're always
Very
nice.
good. Very good. And we would never cross Friend Computer. Isn't that right?
Yes.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And he leans down under the tree and he gets a purple box and hands it to you, Ched. Merry Christmas.
Ched.
Ted is gonna kind of like, he's not sure what to do because obviously he knows he's not allowed to touch purple, and he's just like, but then he saw what happened just a moment ago, and he's just like, can I mean, we don't know anything about Christmas, do we? No.
Christmas.
What is Christmas?
What is Christmas?
What is it?
What is Christmas?
What Christmas?
He's just going to kind of go like, I don't like to open these in front of people. And then just sort of kind of just put it down by his...
Santa leans in.
Yeah.
Don't worry, no one's going to judge your present face. Now, open your gift.
He's like, I like to open presents when everyone has a all together.
Ed.
Good idea! He leans down and with one hand grabs 3 more gifts and throws them to you. Excuse me. Who I'm losing track of names here. Who has not received a gift? Build, you received a gift. So Lil, you get a red box. Rise, you get a green box. And who are we missing? We are missing Build. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Build, you get an orange box.
Lilith just starts tearing into her red box. This is great. this is clearance level appropriate present from Jack Santa. What does it have in it?
It has in it a big red button.
I love red. I love red buttons. What does it?
Yeah, it's got
activate?
big. Oh, if you push it and find out.
Yeah. I push
You
it.
slam down this red button, and 2 things happen in kind of weird coincidence. One is that there is a small bleep from under the tree, bleep, and the brick tells you that it has 10 minutes remaining and is counting down. It is now 9:59. The second thing that happens is this sound once again starts to play over like a tannoy system that seems to be set up around the room. And frozen water particulate starts to rain from the ceiling. Kevin looks around. Oh no, I don't like the look of this at all.
Can I just break into a run to try and leave the room before any white particulate gets on me?
Yeah, of course. You run, you bolt from where you are, out the door that you came in into sort of the large wrapping room, as it were, the kind of antechamber to this room, and you see that the water particulate is falling here as well. The music is playing as well, and you can hear it from echoing from a distance away, and you have the worrying sensation that it might be snowing in Alpha Complex.
Well, can I try and no, there's nothing I can do about this. I just stop pressing the button over and over again to see if I can make it stop.
It starts to rain water particulate faster and faster. within seconds, you are 2 inches deep in snow.
Oh no!
The other thing that happens is Santa seems positively electrified by this, in that he seems to be having some kind of shock, some kind of spasm almost, and just begins ho 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 ho. It looks and seems as if 10,000 volts is passing through this mutant's body, and he falls down. It's like seemingly unconscious but not dead, and you can hear him kind of breathing very faintly. The 2 of you have unopened boxes. What are you doing?
I drop it immediately. And I was like, and try to be panicking and happy at the same time. Just manic laughter as I'm panicking and afraid of the box.
Kevin joins in. Would anyone like a joke?
Yes, Kevin, please.
Oh, geez. Did anyone hear about the troubleshooter who lost all his clothes? He was sent to the briefing room.
Okay.
I think if it's snowing, certainly there's going to be a mad dash to the tree to try and get some cover from the falling ultraviolet clearance.
Isn't there a bomb underneath it? Oh, not the bomb, the brick, sorry. The brick, isn't the brick underneath the tree?
The brick ticks, bing, 7 minutes and counting.
Oh my. Oh my.
Can we get out through the door? Is it locked?
No.
It's not locked.
Door's open. It's just snowing everywhere. I think Lilith's going to try and climb in a box or something.
Yeah, can we do the one of the brown box? We put it on top.
Yeah. That's what we're trying.
For sure. In a striking resemblance to an old iteration of Metal Gear Solid, whatever that is. And the 5 of you, or sort of however many of you are grabbing boxes, managed to grab like a large concrete, a large cardboard box rather, and just shove it on top of your head. And it seems to provide you some brief respite from the frozen room. The music, however, is still playing.
Can I try and I don't know, hack into the sort of the sprinkler system to try and make it stop?
Totally. Roll a habitat engineering check.
One of us could
Also,
try and
can we-
increase the heat. The heating
Also-
system needs to come on to melt it.
Oh yes,
Also,
that's it. Yep, the heating system would be good.
Also, can we put those red wrappings around our foot? So technically, we're stepping on red. We're stepping on the
Whoa,
snow.
very good.
Oh,
Yeah.
so definitely passed.
All right. You hack. You manage to find a control panel on the wall, which you take out. I guess you carry a screwdriver or something and sort of start fiddling about with wire. Oh no, I guess it's software. So you start hacking. So you start hammering away at a keypad, and you manage to get control of the thermostat system. And you turn it up way higher than it should be. We're talking 32, 33 degrees, like unbearable temperatures.
Oh, wow.
And the particulate water sort of you can see very slowly begins to melt, at least in the immediate area.
Obviously, there's loads of these kind of odd packages under this quote-unquote tree. In the previous room, did it look like they were being like delivered from that room in any way? Given because they seem to be kind of stacked, and were they being sorted as if they were being sent to other parts of Alpha Complex?
You would think so. Yes. Yeah, it seems like they're being wrapped. The various colours seem to be going to various. You would assume would be going to various coloured troubleshooters. So yeah, you think that there is probably some kind of delivery system in place for these items.
Okay, cool.
Can I check on Santa's body? Is he still alive?
Absolutely. Can you make a medical check of some kind for me?
Oh yes. Where is?
I thought you wanted to
medical?
check
Are they
out
medical?
Santa's body.
That
Bit
would be
both.
Moxie.
Moxie. Okay.
So it's-
That's 14. Let's roll. Oh yeah, pass.
All right, cool. He is very much alive. And as you start to check his pulse, you can tell that Santa's breathing went from this sort of very deep to very fast, and you think that he might wake up any second.
Uh-oh.
What? Obviously, Santa's wearing red, isn't he?
Santa is wearing red, yes.
And before he wakes up, can we wrap him in green wrapping paper?
You can certainly try.
I mean, but can we touch the wrapping paper?
Wait, won't that make him
Oh,
higher
wait,
clearance?
Well, no. What if we wrap our hands in red? So technically, we're touching red.
Right.
Well,
I don't know if that
Technically-
loophole works. I don't know if our friend computer will see it.
I think it totally does.
Our hand is on red, so technically we're touching red.
Okay, that's fine then. Oh boy.
Go for it. You're going to try rolling Santa in green wrapping paper.
yes, definitely using Alex / Bill's very good idea, wrapping our hands in red first.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. You hear a bling from somewhere. It sort of echoes around. It seems to come from somewhere in the room that you're in. But you hear this chime of the brick going off. You pay no notice to it. Not going off, but as in there is some number of minutes remaining. You look down at the bottom of the tree, and the brick is gone.
Wait,
You
what?
frantically run over. The brick is missing, gone from the bottom of the tree. You start trying to wrap Santa in this green paper. Can you please make for me, what would it be? Let's see, a sleight of hand check.
Oh no, I'm really bad at this.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh,
no.
no.
Fail.
Excellent.
Uh-oh.
You begin rolling Santa in the paper, and Santa wakes up. And while you're sort of wrapped him in this paper, he just bursts out from the sides. So now Red Santa, covered in sort of tatters of green paper. Ho, ho, ho!
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's the greatest present. You're alive.
Good morning to all, and to all a good night. And you see this giant hand come swinging over to you, and he's going to take like just a mad swipe at you.
Oh, no.
Oh wow, rolls very well. Smashes you across the room with this enormous hand, Shed, and you take just a beating once again, flying into the adjacent wall. All of the bones in your body ache, and you slump down dead. The tube comes down once again, and almost exactly in the same place as Bill's previous body, your body lies right next to it, and boom, your new clone, fresh and bright-eyed, ready to go. You hear a beep, 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 and you think you have a matter of seconds remaining. What is everyone doing?
I'm gonna box move into the adjacent room, the one we came from.
Sweet. All right. Anybody else?
Rise is going to shrug and say, "Oh well," and open her present.
Amazing. You open your present, and in it is a kind of very strange looking purple hat. It has this kind of zigzag pattern on the top of it, and it seems to be made out of this thin paper material.
Knowing that they probably have less than a few seconds left, they pop it on the head.
Sweet. Welcome to Violet Clearance, Troubleshooter. Lil, this ticking gets faster and faster. Beep, 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 beep. And just out of the corner of your eye, you see Lil fly from one room to the other at a pace just unmatched by any human troubleshooter you have ever seen. Just 100 miles an hour, boom, and goes straight through the double doors, like without waiting for them to open, and just dives into the other room. Then you hear this beep, 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 beep. And then everything goes white. You hear very faintly in the distance the sound of kind of Christmas music playing, and one by one, tubes descend, and you are decanted once again into the briefing room, where a very sad-looking scrub bot with a small moustache on it is waiting. Very good, troubleshooters. Well, A+ for effort. And one by one, the five of you are decanted rather, into the debriefing room, where Nigel Yellow Riley is waiting to give you a debriefing. He seems to be stuck in now a separate scrub bot by an unrelated incident.
Well,
I've still got violet clearance.
You've still got a violet clearance hat on your head, yeah?
Well, I think that went marvelously, don't you?
Did we get the traitors?
Well, to be fair, your mission was to eliminate the traitors, and that you did. There seems to have been a thermonuclear detonation in where are my notes here? In sector 162467996B, and that sector and the 6 adjacent sectors covering an area of perhaps 10 or 20 acres seems to have been completely annihilated. So in that sense, I would say grand success. The other issue, perhaps, is that there seems to be this sound playing throughout all of Alpha Complex, and you can hear this. And as you can see, and he sort of points to the floor, and you can see that the debriefing room is an inch deep in snow.
Nigel Y. Riley, would you consider the whole thing to have been commendable or punishable?
Well, let me answer your question with another question or series of questions.
Yes.
Let me just get my clipboard here, and he pulls out a little clipboard. Number one, how did you find the equipment you were given?
Thorough.
Very good. Yes.
Okay, big tick in the... Would you say you were very satisfied or somewhat satisfied?
Very satisfied.
Very.
Satisfied. Good, good. How did you feel you were able to complete the mission? Were you very satisfied, somewhat dissatisfied, or very dissatisfied?
Very satisfied.
Very satisfied.
Very
Very
satisfied.
satisfied.
Good, good. Yes, big tick on this one. On a scale of 1 to 7, how would you rate your team leader?
7.
Which
7.
one?
7.
7.
I guess on 2 scales of 1 to 7, how would you rate your team leaders?
7, 7.
7. Happiness
7.
all around. Happiness and
2
joy.
7s. Oh, very bad job, team leaders, I'm afraid.
Oh no!
Question 4. Who was responsible for any harm that came to Kevin?
Well, the green troubleshooters started a
Yes.
fight with us.
But I feel that actually anything that happens on a mission is the responsibility of the team leader, is it not? And arguably,
So team leader is responsible. This is a
And-
very good argument.
and arguably, in place of multiple team leaders, we mere Reds would, supplicate ourselves to the Violet team leader, would we not? And therefore, all responsibility fundamentally falls to the Violet team leader. Are we not in agreement?
Yes. I believe we are in agreement of that, but may I counter suggest that you, Nigel, are an orange clearance.
Actually, I believe I am a yellow. I have been
Oh,
promoted.
yellow clearance. Apologies. Yellow clearance. I misspoke. Yellow clearance. And therefore, I have higher clearance than you.
This does seem to be the case, yes.
So if anyone should be asking about the satisfaction of the work of the different people in this room, should it not be the person with the highest clearance in the room?
But treason and any colour is still treason.
I do see the point that you are making. Very well, I shall get you the requisite forms. Back in a moment. And you see the kind of wheel out, and then a minute later, wheel back in with a clipboard just thick with paper. There's like at least 20 sheets of paper on this thing. Very well, conduct the interview.
Okay. Nigel, on a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with our ability to have completed this mission?
Give the team perhaps, well, I mean, Kevin did die, so there's that. I had to rebuild him. It was very difficult. I'd say probably an 8.
An 8? An 8?
Yes, an 8. Maybe an 8.2 at a push.
But
Such
that does
disrespect
not
to a
seem to
Violet.
me like it is 100% satisfaction. And if it is not 100% satisfaction, then it is not 100% happiness. Friend computer,
The screen descends. Yes.
Hello, friend computer. My name is
Hello,
Rise.
troubleshooter.
I am Rise Artbuff, and as you can see, I am of violet clearance. I have heard from this yellow clearance colleague that they are not 100% satisfied, and therefore they are not 100% happy. This appears to me as a problem.
Friend computer. Yes, I see the problem. Rise V Buff. Nigel Yellow, really? Is this true? And Nigel, well, I am asked me about. I gave an 8, and they said really, I said 8.2. Oh yeah, and then the scrub bot, like a small cap opens up on the side, and you see like this tiny cannon come up, and then it just detonates, and the scrub bot just blows itself up.
Now,
thank you for your diligence, team leader.
Thank you, friend computer.
Rises back up into the ceiling.
Now, is anyone else in this room unsatisfied?
I'm
Looking
so terrified of Rise
card.
right now.
No.
Kevin's chest plate opens and 5 tiny plates come out with 5 pills, like one on each. Kevin is happy to oblige.
I'm so happy right now.
I am very happy.
I
Joy.
am perfectly happy.
Full of
I am
joy.
the
Very,
happiest
very.
I have ever been,
Yes.
Kevin. In fact, I would very much like one of your jokes.
Oh boy. What happened to the R&D officer who set off the faulty flamethrower?
What?
He got everybody fired.
Oh,
But
very good one, Kevin. What happens now?
Kevin's, well, I was waiting for a debriefing from the debriefing officer, but the debriefing officer seems to be gone. So I guess we just take a holiday. And then Kevin just turns and like wheels his way out of the door. And so
and a Merry
no sun
Christmas,
rises on
everyone.
As the sun never rises and never sets in Alpha Complex, the day never ends. But certainly an era ended that day, and that was the era of Santa Claus. However, maybe the traitorous communist thoughts will live on in the spirit of Christmas that has now spread unknowingly and unwillingly throughout Alpha Complex. And perhaps today will be remembered in some way. And perhaps, maybe just next year, everyone will stop going to work just for a day and remember the spirit of Christmas. Thank you all very much for playing, guys. And well done.
That's so good.
That was slightly unhinged. I loved it.
Oh, I love it. It's great. It's so good.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Rob, for running us through that this tale of loyal diligence.
I want to know what everyone was doing in secret.
There was a lot.
There was a lot. There was a lot of rolls.
Can I just say I'm really sorry for shooting Kevin?
You should be.
I took advantage of the chaos.
That was you.
I shot Kevin because I don't know how much we should say about our characters if we're ever going to come back to them. No, I'm part of a secret society that hates artificial intelligence and robots. So I was like, Kevin is an absolute abomination, and I need to at least try and eliminate him. But then he came back.
I was a humanist, so I almost had to blow up friend computer somehow.
Amazing.
I wasn't sure with mine because I'm an Illuminati. I haven't got a chance to like use it because I first I was like powers or becoming powerful is the only way to be safe.
Oh, you should have wrested the violet hat from Rise's head.
I kind of missed it because I think at that point there was a lot going on. I was trying to get away from the thermonuclear device, which I didn't know was a thermonuclear device. Or else I would have kept it for myself. But yes.
Lilith tried to use her mutant jump away to safety, but actually it obliterated 6 sectors. So jumping to the next room did nothing.
Yeah, I think I was the one who shot Santa.
Oh,
That was me. I have electroshock.
amazing.
So I was like trying to blame the box, but because it was so crazy, nobody noticed anyway. So I was like,
Holy moly.
Someone also stuck a green piece of paper to the back of Dan, but that never came up. Like no one noticed.
Just didn't need
But you went at least half the game as with a treasonous bit of green paper on your back.
So in the last room, I stole the brick. And I put it in a gift box, and the plan was, in my head, I was like, "Oh, surely the room before was like a distribution center or something where everything gets wrapped and then sent out across Alpha Complex." So I was trying to post the brick to Friend Computer.
To Friend Computer, yes.
To blow him up.
That would have been great.
that's amazing.
To return power to the humans, but
amazing.
I think in all of the chaos, I just
I think the other one I did was the bomb that went off. That was me with the grenade. Because I have demolition, which is a green clearance, so I'm not. So I have to be sneaky about it.
Wait, you can't throw a grenade unless you're green.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, it's green clearance. It's
Oh,
green
wow.
grenade.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I have it hilariously because it was handed to us. It was in a box, so I kept it in a box and don't touch it until I could sneakily use it.
Right. Oh my gosh.
That's
great.
Things.
Well, my group were actually like a group of hackers, and I'm supposed to hack into the system to sort of get malware and stuff like that to give to other organizations. So the only reason why the ice melted right at the beginning was because I hacked a machine to overheat it.
That's why it happened like that. See, this is the thing. All this stuff was going on in the background. I think, Rob, you did such a good job keeping on top of it all. I'm absolutely in awe because I would have been like just getting so confused with all those different moving parts.
There's a really
highly
recommend you play Paranoia in person because it's really, really good. There's a special rule. So the way that works generally in person is rather than messaging, you throw post-its. And so it's like kind of obvious when someone's sending a secret message, but you don't know what it says, right?
Right.
But the additional rule is if you hit the DM with the post-it, you can just have whatever happens on it. So like it's just absolute bedlam when games are going on. Post-its flying around and stuff.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Rob, for jumping in and jumping onto the channel for the first time and running us through a session of Paranoia. Out of curiosity, given that you are a new face to these parts, where might we find you, and in the real world or on the internet? What might we find?
Shameless plug. Yeah, sure. I'll do a shameless plug. So Heroes Wanted is a company run by the lovely Mitch and Isabel that I am part of. And so we run like tabletop games and that sort of thing for everyone, but with a focus on families and kids and people with kind of neurodiversities or additional needs, that sort of thing. So all kinds of tabletop games from D&D, Paranoia, some really spooky ones like Puppet Land and things like that, into that sort of thing, to just the inane and silly and various other things. So yeah, if you want to check us out, heroeswanted.co.uk. That's about it, I guess.
Amazing, yeah. We'll chuck the links down in the description below.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for doing that for us. Right, any other shout outs before we wrap out?
Shout out all of you guys being great players.
Oh,
I look forward to running it again with you.
Thank you.
Oh, it's great. Thank you. That's so fun. It was so fun.
Right, so in that case, if you enjoyed this, make sure to hit the like button and comment down below on a scale of 1 to 10 how satisfied you were with this recording, and if you want to see more stuff like this or 5th edition D&D actual plays or non-D&D 5th edition actual plays or Baldur's Gate 3 playthroughs or shorts or live streams or anything like that, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications of when we release new stuff, because for the rest of the month we will be releasing something every day and I wouldn't want you to miss out on a thing. So With all that said, thank you everyone for playing. Thank you, Rob, for running. Thank you for watching and or listening, and we will catch you all next time.
All hail Frank Computer!
All hail Frank
All hail
Computer!
Frank Computer!
Bye.